All right, here we go. The live prediction, what do we want to call it? Preview of SummerSlam for Bray Wyatt versus Chris Jericho, not his friend. And this match has got a caveat. Leading up to the pay-per-view on Raw and SmackDown, Chris Jericho faced Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
Yep.
And if he had beat them, they would be banned from ringside, which he did.
Correct.
So this is almost like, what was the match that just happened? Was it, it was, the last one I could think of was Punk versus Orton. When the Nexus was banned from ringside. That's what I was thinking of. Even though they're banned from ringside, remember last year at SummerSlam that they had the Inferno match with Kane, where it was Bray Wyatt versus Kane, and they managed to put the stuff over the rope so they could still get in there.
Yeah, they laid mats down.
They laid the mats down. So even though they're banned, do you see any interference in this match?
I don't know. I think this match could go either way, actually. I think it could go without interference, or we could see it. I guess that's kind of a it's a wishy-washy answer, but I could really see it going either way.
Now, one of the things that this feud that really took a lot of people by surprise is Chris Jericho has been known as a guy that's came back just to put people over. Specifically, he came back, put Punk over. You know, he comes back and he does this. This time, he actually beat Bray Wyatt. The first pay-per-view. I think nobody expected it last month. I knew numerous people got pissed saying it buried him. It buried him. But
that was just setting up for the bigger payoff, right? I mean, we assume this is the bigger payoff, SummerSlam.
Well, and it could even go more. You know, it could end tonight, but either way, Bray Wyatt's a character that even though he lost to Cena, he still went on to better. You know, he's still, he's facing Jericho now. Yeah. His character is getting a little bit more diverse, and I think he's kind of been distancing himself from the Wyatt family as far as, his promos have been by himself. It hasn't necessarily been the family now.
Right.
And with everything that's happened leading up to this, who would your favorite be in this match? Do you say, are you expecting it to be just the big payoff? Are you expecting this to be...
Yeah, I'm expecting this to be a Bray Wyatt win. I really am.
Is this Jericho's last night in WWE before he leaves?
Oh...
Because what was the rumor? Was it he was here till Night of Champions, or was this his last night? Was he finishing up?
I guess I hadn't heard either way. I don't know. I wouldn't think it's his last night. I mean, it seems like he hadn't been back that long, obviously, but I don't know. I do think Bray wins. I don't know if this continues after tonight or not.
If it were to end, if it comes to a definitive conclusion tonight, how does it happen? Is it going to be a definitive, conclusion? Will it be a roll-up pin? Will it be some sort of a dirty win? Is obviously a definitive win would be Bray Wyatt coming out and finishing him off. But at the same time, remember when he faced Punk, that he got definitively beat and he still came back and attacked Punk. So
true. The
question is if Jericho wins tonight, Bray would possibly beat him down or keep coming for him, so it could extend the feud. Tonight, though, if Bray were to get a victory, would Chris Jericho have any reason to, even if it was a definitive, beats him with his sister Abigail, he ends him? Mm-hmm. Does Chris Jericho come back? Or is it literally just like you said? And I don't think he's been back that long at all. He's been back June 30th.
Yeah, no, it hasn't been long at all. I don't know. I think, again, it all depends on the interference. I mean, obviously there's a chance this ends dirty if there is interference in this. But if it's just these two against each other, no, I think we'll probably see... I'm just going to go out and say we see a win on the Sister Abigail. And God, but I don't know. I don't know if this finishes off the feud or not. I really don't have a strong feeling or sense going forward from this.
Besides thinking that it would end tonight, who do you actually want to win this match? Like, how would you have this if you were the one calling this match? How do you see it going down? You have Jericho, you have Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt's still an elusive character. I mean, my gosh, he got buried under those the box from John Cena.
Right.
And look at him now. I mean, he's still going strong. He's delivering great promos. I thought the sit-down face-to-face that he had with Chris Jericho was really well put together.
Yes.
And it really did showcase him. So what is your ideal ending tonight? Like, what would you want to see? Either way, whether or not you wanted the feud to continue, what is Matt's ending? What is Not His Fans' ending?
As far as an ending, I don't know. I want to see a very physical match. I want to see this...
How long do you think this match is going to go, first of all?
Well, I'm hoping... I don't know. What would you say Bray's average match runs?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Well, actually, I probably could tell you.
He's had some longer ones. I mean, it's not like they all end end quickly or anything.
Yeah, they're not as super fast. So his match with Chris Jericho at Battleground was 16 minutes. He had the third longest match of the night as far as the pay-per-view. So he's usually one of the guys that does go longer, with Jericho being in there.
I mean, I guess I'd probably slate this for a 10 to 15 minute match. I mean, I'm hoping we're getting 15 minutes out of these guys. We should be able to get enough spots for both of them.
And it is SummerSlam, so it is a lot bigger of a card.
Exactly. You're going to have to take that into mind. Because what are we talking? We were saying upwards of 9 matches tonight, right?
Yeah, there are 9 matches, and that's like, unless, maybe they throw something out there, maybe like an unexpected thing. I don't see them throwing in a random match, being that there's already 9 matches on the card, unless some of these other matches were to go in kind of a wonky finish. And I definitely think this is not one of those matches that'll end like that. Right. I think this will, like you said, be a very physical match. Yeah. I think these guys are going to beat the hell out of each other.
Well, I hope so, because that's what I'm setting up for. That's what I'm counting on.
Now, when they go out there and they do beat the hell out of each other, right? Yeah. Afterwards, do you see the Wyatt family interfering? Say they're fighting, either Jericho wins. Yeah. Is there a post-match beatdown, or do you see this riding off into the sunset? Could Jericho win and leave? He hasn't done that, right? He's always lost his last match and then he just kind of fades away.
I mean, I suppose he could. I think if Jericho wins, yes, there probably is a beatdown waiting for him. Whether it's tonight or tomorrow if he's back, I don't know for sure, but yeah, I think that if Jericho wins, there's definitely a beatdown waiting for him.
Now, I'm looking at the screen here as Jericho's trying to lift an elbow. Oh, he's going to go for Code Breaker, but he got stopped right there. Do we see... the only thing I can ever think about is the crazy Sister Abigail that came out of nowhere to Daniel Bryan when he went on the outside of the ring. Right. So, if he wins by Sister Abigail, like, could you imagine, Chris Jericho's done the Code Breaker out of midair. Yeah. He did it with Fandango. I mean, he's had it done. So... would you want to, I'm just trying to picture this, because if he's beating him, I don't necessarily see him just grabbing him and finishing him off. I want to see something cool. So, do you see any kind of situation where Jericho just gets caught? And I guess it's kind of a weird question to ask. I mean, who actually thinks about that when you go into a preview? But I honestly, it's one of those finishers. He's doing it again. My gosh, how many finishes is he going through?
Well, he did do the Sister Abigail to him into the locker stall earlier, didn't he?
That's right.
So, I mean, we've already established
it's kind of been a precursor. Yeah, it's kind of been a precursor to it.
So, I mean, I would hope we'd get creative tonight.
And the match itself, though, is just a normal match. So there are no weapons. There's DQs on. Would you have liked to see more of a stipulation? Oh, sure. I mean, they're banned from ringside, obviously. But
I would have loved... I mean, when would I not like to see, tables, ladder chairs, or basically no DQ kind of thing. But
I was looking at Bray Wyatt. So his match with John Cena obviously was longer. It was the main event. Or actually no, that wasn't the main event. It was a 21-minute match. So Bray's worked a lot of longer matches, and his WrestleMania match was also where is it? John Cena. It was a 22-minute match. So obviously he has worked longer matches, but like I said, I think with the SummerSlam card that we have tonight,
the card will hold it down more than his ability to
where do you see this match going on the card? Is it? I think this might be an opener.
You think opener?
I would say Miz and Dolph Ziggler will probably start the show off.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe third in. I'll just guess. I don't know.
So you're gonna say it's gonna be an earlier one? You don't think it's gonna?
Well, no, because I don't know. I mean, they seem to surprise me a lot at the placement of their matches. So I guess I never really do guess these right.
Because last time it was. Is that the correct order? I can't tell if that's actually the correct order that they had. By forfeit, Jericho. It was like one of the last matches on the card. So I think this will be a very hot one. I think the crowd will be into this one. Yeah. Because I was at SummerSlam last year when Bray Wyatt, did his entrance live, and the crowd was into it. Right. And I think the SummerSlam, the Staples crowd is going to feed into this. And I think one of the coolest things is seeing Bray Wyatt, the trend of, the lights, the phones up in the air. It really is kind of taking over. It almost seems like his gimmick has been a weak a little bit, but
I thought he had him there. That was close. Big 2 count.
One of the crazy things when this whole feud started, when he beat him last month, I remember somebody had told me it is complete bull that Bray lost. If Bray loses here, what does he do from that? Like, so let's say he doesn't go after Jericho. Let's just say he, like Cena, he moves on from a loss. You've now lost to John Cena.
Yep.
You've lost to Chris Jericho. You're still trying to be the savior to people. You're still trying to be, you know, something else. You're trying to transform these people. Where does Bray go from here? If he loses tonight, Jericho comes out on top. If Bray doesn't, let's just say he doesn't go after him, where does Bray Wyatt go from here?
Boy.
Because I remember during the panel yesterday, Cena said he wanted to go after Cesaro, all that.
Right.
So where do you see him going?
I really, that's a great question. I guess I really can't see what's in his path next. Man, oh man. I don't know.
I know, right?
You have any thoughts on it? I mean, it really puts me at a loss. I mean, like, where he's gone in succession already is kind of like, I'm like, oh, okay, who's coming back next for him to mess with? I mean, is it possible we bring somebody back again that he can lash out to?
I don't necessarily see somebody coming back for it, but I think, Jericho, trying to catch up with the walls of Jericho. If Jericho wins, is it going to be by code breaker, or is he going to get Bray Wyatt to tap out?
Have we ever seen Bray Wyatt tap out?
No.
I can't remember.
I don't think we've ever seen Bray Wyatt tap out. So.
I think it'd be code breaker.
Code breaker?
Personally, yeah.
Code breaker, just like that, right?
That's
like what's up.
He's too close to the ring.
Chris Jericho. Is the game going to predict this right? Let's see. If the game gets it right, Chris Jericho going for that pin. That's a 1. That's a 2.
Oh, my.
Bray. See, I would expect that tonight. I would hope, after everything that they've been building up, I would like to see a false finish like that. I would like to see a finish. I think this would be one of the matches that you could kick out of a finisher.
Yeah.
And that
definitely.
Geez, that doesn't happen very often these days in WWE, where guys are kicking out of finishers. And as Bray Wyatt got a lockdown, well, is he going to get him to tap? No, he's not going to get him to tap. No, that is it. Bray Wyatt.
There you go.
Getting a win by submission.
Well, that's my prediction. So
Bray Wyatt wins.
Well, not
tonight.
by submission though.
But Bray Wyatt's going to win tonight.
Yes, that's my prediction.
All right, I got it. Bray Wyatt wins.
Sister Abigail, somewhat creatively, hopefully.
All right. Make sure to check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/sportsgaminguniverse, and youtube.com/TVTubbyMoo. If you're watching along with the show tonight, I'll be live tweeting it, twitter.com/TubbyMoo. Not as fan, I'll probably have some things going on if something's good, or we'll find out and see. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. And Bray Wyatt, I think you're